Portugal has become one of the most sought-after tourist destinations in Europe, and it's easy to see why. With its diverse landscape and rich cultural heritage, this country has something for everyone, from stunning nature and beautiful beaches to historic sites and vibrant cities. As we embark on our journey through Portugal, we are fortunate to have our friend and guide, Katia. With her Portuguese and French background, she is the perfect guide to show us the gems of the country. Our trip begins in the north, in the charming city of Rego, where Katia's family has a vacation home. From there, we will drive down to Estoril, also known as the Portuguese Riviera, a stunning coastal town just a half-hour drive from Lisbon, the capital city. Upon arriving at Katia's home in Rego, we are immediately struck by the stunning view of the valley below. The property is surrounded by lush vegetation, including a variety of trees and flowers. A walk down the hill takes us to a picture-perfect river that winds its way through the mountains. The peaceful and serene surroundings are perfect for meditation and reflection, allowing us to fully unwind and immerse ourselves in the beauty of nature. As we set out to explore the region, we find ourselves in the captivating city of Guimarães. This historic city was founded in the 9th century and played a significant role in the formation of Portugal. One of the must-visit attractions in Guimarães is the Palace of the Dukes of Braganza. As you enter, you'll be greeted by the imposing statue of Alfonso I, a symbol of the rich medieval history of the palace. Built in 1420, the palace boasts impressive architecture, with a central rectangular courtyard and buildings that house official residences. Each facade is made of granite, masonry block, and rectangular windows of varying styles. It's no wonder that the palace was classified as a national monument in 1910. Next up, we head to the charming medieval town of Amarante that runs alongside the Tamega River. The town is famous for its picturesque houses built along the river, and it's closely linked to the Christian saint São Gonçalo, who was born here in the 1100s. As we explore Amarante, the bridge and church catch our attention. The church, built in Baroque style, is a feast for the eyes. The interior is adorned with multiple pieces of woodwork, including altars, statues, and paintings, and features a large-scale 17th century crucifix. No matter what your belief, discovering the beauty of architecture and decoration is always worth it. And if you're in Portugal, you can't miss out on the chance to visit the monastery of São Gonçalo, which is surrounded by a fascinating legend that whoever touches the statue of São Gonçalo will find love soon after. The monastery dates to 1543 and provides the perfect backdrop for photography. As you stroll through the charming streets of Amarante, you'll come across many cafes and restaurants along the river shore. The balconies extending over the river offer a pretty view of the bridge and church. We're heading towards Estoril, which is a 4-hour drive from Amarante. Estoril is a sophisticated resort town that has been a popular holiday destination for the rich and famous for decades. But even if you're not among the wealthy, you can still experience the Portuguese Riviera by spending a few days here. Estoril's main beach is just across the road from the largest casino of its kind in Europe, the Casino Estoril. You can take a perfect stroll and enjoy a swim or refreshments on a warm day like today. The hilltop is dotted with many large homes and hotels, and the western side of Estoril boasts the beautiful Tamariz Beach. At the end of your stroll, you'll arrive at the town of Cascais, which is a first-class holiday destination with boutique hotels that cater to even the most exacting visitor. The colorful doors and windows add to the town's charm and make it a delightful place to explore. The amazing black and white pavement art constructed with beautiful limestone tiles catches your eye, and there is a wide variety of designs to discover as you walk. North of Cascais lies the enchanting town of Sintra. Nestled in the pine-covered hills of the Sintra mountain range, the colorful and majestic Pena Palace stands out as one of Europe's finest castles. Getting to the top can be a bit of a challenge as the meandering road is narrow and steep. Once you do arrive, be sure to wear comfortable shoes as there is still a bit of walking required to reach the entrance. The Pena Palace is one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. The entire structure stands on rocks and has an eclectic mix of architectural styles. The palace has a fascinating history dating back to the Middle Ages when a chapel dedicated to Our Lady of Pena was built on the site. Legend has it that the construction was inspired by an apparition of the Virgin Mary. Later, a monastery was added to the site, which was home to 18 monks and served as a place for meditation. Unfortunately, the monastery was destroyed in the Great Lisbon earthquake of 1755, leaving only the chapel standing. It was King Ferdinand who later transformed the site into a summer palace for the Portuguese royal family. The last Queen of Portugal, Queen Amelia, spent her final night in the palace before going into exile. Today, the Pena Palace is a national monument and museum, featuring beautifully painted walls in optical illusion style, as well as a vast collection of royal artifacts. The palace's kitchen is particularly impressive, with hundreds of copper pots and pans used for royal banquets. Moving on to Lisbon, we come across the famous Belem Tower, a 16th century fortification rising from the river. Built by King John II in 1515, the tower served as a gateway to the city and a defense against invasions. It also served as a departure point for Portugal's navigators on their voyages of discovery to uncharted territories. The tower is built on a small island at the mouth of the Tagus River and is surrounded by water at high tide. While in the area, visitors can enjoy a glass of wine with a view of the river. Lastly, we have the Monument of the Discoveries. Shaped like a ship with 32 figures lined up on a stylized prow, the monument represents personalities from the 15th and 16th centuries who followed Prince Henry. The cobblestone around the monument is also shaped in a wave pattern, adding to the overall nautical theme. With a bit of spare time before our flight home, we decided to rent an electric tuk-tuk for a speedy tour of Lisbon. As Europe's second oldest capital and a former hub for world-renowned explorers, Lisbon boasts stunning vistas from every angle, with charming yellow trams and medieval-style neighborhoods adding to its picturesque appeal. Our tuk-tuk driver was a bonus, providing a wealth of knowledge on the city and its history. The city is known for its welcoming and inclusive atmosphere. As our trip comes to an end, we look back on our journey with fondness and eagerly anticipate the new places we'll discover in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us continue to create great destination content. Thank you for watching.